In terms of opportunity, we can say that compared to before, more women are entering fields that we deemed are only meant for
Gender
men.
equality is crucial in achieving a
Ang
sustainable future.
pagsusuot ng uniforme, wala nang kinikilalang kasarian sa pamantasan ng
More than
lungsod
half
ng
of the
Maynila.
population in the ASEAN region is female, and the need to address and close the rift in employment and educational opportunities between the sexes
as
has
we
never
take
been
into
greater.
consideration the participants' education, their job level, and their work experience, they tend to be paid differently.
Gender equality is not only a fundamental human rights but a necessary foundation for a peaceful, prosperous, and sustainable world.
Globally, 26% of every partner woman aged 15 and older, or 641 million, have been subjected to physical and/or sexual violence by a husband or intimate partner at least once in their lifetime.
At least 200 million girls and women today have been subjected to female genital mutilation, mainly in 31 countries. Women's share is slightly over one-third in local governments.
Only 15 out of 52 reporting countries included sufficient provisions in their illegal frameworks to protect women's right to land.
At this pace, it would take another 40 years for women and men to be represented equally in national parliaments.
Let's end all forms of discrimination against all women and girls everywhere.
Eliminate all forms of violence against all women and girls in the public and private spheres, including trafficking and sexual and other types of exploitation.
Eliminate all harmful practices such as child, early and forced marriage, and female genital mutilation.
Recognize and value unpaid care and domestic work through the provision of public services, infrastructure, and social protection policies, and the promotion of shared responsibility within the household and the family as national appropriate.
Ensure women's full and effective participation and equal opportunities for leadership at all levels of decision-making in political, economic, and public life.
Adopt and strengthen sound policies and enforceable legislation for the promotion of gender equality and the empowerment of all women and girls at all levels.
Spoken about feminism, the more I have realized that fighting for women's rights has too often become synonymous with man.
It doesn't matter what I write or what I perform in, there is a feminist agenda, because until women have equality, frankly, the world is in a parlous state. The thing about equality
on the
is
streets
better for
continues
everybody.
to be important. It was how they demonstrated 100 years ago. It's how we still come out in numbers to make a difference.
Sectors, it's such a huge gap between men
this
and women.
This country's in a much better state than other countries around the world, but we're still not completely fine with treating people fairly.
People here say women's equality should be an everyday conversation and should be top of the agenda, not just on one day of the year.
Men actually earning more.
Access to higher education by women has not always translated into enhanced career opportunities.
If there is one thing I know for certain, it is that this